So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate this merging workflow we've already seen, and then we'll set things up so that we can then rebase and see a difference. Otherwise, if I just show you rebasing on its own, it's a little bit harder to see how it compares. All right, so I'm going to make a new, I already made a folder called Rebase Demo. I'm going to keep this extremely simple in terms of what my commits are and the history I create. Currently, no Git repo, so I'm going to init. And I'll just work on the default master branch for now. And let's say that we're working on some project called, I don't know, website. Website is going to be a text file just to keep things simple. All right, so I'll add that file. I will commit, just initial commit, just like that, nice and simple. All right, so we have our website file open. I'm not going to be typing code. I'm just going to pretend we'll do something like navbar added. That's the equivalent of somebody actually adding a navbar in. All right, so now I'm going to commit that, just -am navbar. How about add navbar? Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to a feature branch. We'll imagine that I'm working on this feature branch. Whatever the feature is, I'm just going to call it feat, just like that, F-E-A-T. So I'm on this branch. I'm going to be working in a separate file just to minimize conflicts. I'll also talk about what happens if we do have conflicts when we rebase. Anyway, what should my file be? Let's just call it feature.txt. All right, so I'm going to make this incredibly basic. As I said, I'm going to add feature just to start, git commit -m, and begin feature, begin feature. Okay, and then I'll do one other change in the feature. I think my changes in here are just going to be numbers, right? So 1, and then I'll go back, git commit -am, work on feature. Okay, so I'm now going to switch back to master, git switch master. There's no feature file and no feature branch, right? We're on master. Let's say that somebody adds the footer. So this is new work someone has done in the meantime, right? So I'm working on my feature branch. I have some commits. Then changes are merged into master that I don't have on feature. So that's what I'm doing right now. The footer was added. So I will do a git commit -am footer, add footer. Okay, so here's what things look like in Git Kraken currently. So we have our master branch, and then we have the feature branch. If I want to keep working on my feature branch, but I want the latest work from master, we'll pretend it's coming from, somebody else did this work, not just me. I want that on my feature branch. I could do a merge on feature, so merge master into feature. And that's what I'm going to begin with, exactly what I did here, where we end up with a merge commit on feature. So I'm going to do that. So I'm on master right now, right? I'm just going to take a look at my log. We have 3 commits on master, but if I switch back to feat, I want to merge in the changes from master. So git merge master. I'm on the feature branch. So again, see what it looks like right now, right? I've diverged. There's new work on master. I want that on my feature branch. I'm not done with the feature, but I want the latest work from master. So it prompts me in my editor here, or if you don't have your editor configured, it'll prompt you here in your terminal with whatever your default editor is. I'm going to just close this. It's just a merge commit. So now we have this merge commit, right? Right there, merge branch master into feat. You can see what it looks like here. We have this merge commit right there. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. So I keep working on my feature. Let's say I get to 2. Whatever 2 is, that is more work on my feature. So I'm trying to just keep this super simple. All right, more work on feature. Okay, and then in the meantime, let's say that took me like half a day. Go back to master and we'll pretend we're other people. On master, a coworker finished some feature they're working on, login form added. All right. So I will add that just to pretend I'm one of them, or I'll just do a commit am form add login form. And the feature I'm working on, actually it would be really useful if I had that login form on that feature branch. So once again, I could do the same thing, right? I could go onto the feature branch and merge master into feature. So I'm going to do that because now there's a commit that I don't have. So I go back to feature, get switch, and then I'm going to do a just get status, make sure I don't have any uncommitted stuff, get merge master. So here's what it looks like now. Here's my commit on feature that does not exist on master. Here's the commit on master, the new work, the login form. I want to merge that in to my feature branch. So I'm still not touching, I'm not changing master. Well, I am for this demo, but my feature branch is not merged into master at any point. I'm still just working on feature. So once again, it generates a new merge commit. And now my history here, right? It doesn't look super bad because it's small. There's not a lot of merge commits, but there's another merge commit on my feature branch. And if I look at my history, git log, right? I have all this work, but then I have merge branch and then some more work, and then merge branch again. So the history of my one feature branch that I'm working on is already cluttered. And I just have 2 merge commits, but as I do more work on this one feature, and as the master branch continues to change, and there are more and more commits added onto it, I end up with a lot of merge commits if I want to stay up to date, if I want my feature branch to have the latest work from master. So we end up with this sort of scenario, where my feature branch constantly has merge commits, the history is cluttered. It's muddied, it's uglier, it's harder to follow. Now, this isn't a huge deal, right? It's not the end of the world, but on a really large project with lots and lots of commits, it can be way nicer if you have a clean commit history or a clean project history where the commits are grouped together in a logical way, and you minimize the number of those merge commits. So that is what rebasing helps us do. In the next video, I'll actually use the commands that we talked about briefly to show you how to rebase so that we don't end up with these merge commits, but instead we end up with this nice linear history by rewriting it. So that's coming up.